I think photography has two meanings, to create and to record. Professional photographers take their cameras and create all kinds of amazing photos. Their photos often express their thoughts. Most people don't have cameras, so they use their phones to record their lives. I took these photos in Hong Kong with my Xiaomi 13 Ultra, and I found this phone is really different from all the previous phones. It can record live and create your own works of photography. Xiaomi 13 Ultra is a phone, but it can make people really love photography. For this review, I don't want to zoom in on a picture to compare with other phones. You must already be well aware of its pros and cons after watching many comparison videos. Let's talk a little bit about what you don't know, such as its user experience. If a photo looks good at first glance, color and light must be the main reason that makes you feel that way. As Leica's mobile partner, the Xiaomi 13 Ultra certainly takes its cue from Leica in terms of photography style. In addition to the design being very similar to the M10R, the photo style is also the same, giving up the high dynamic range of traditional phones and increase the contrast and vignetting. This is one of the best options for making the subject of the photo look more prominent. If you have used a professional camera, you will find that it actually looks like these photos without post-processing. To be precise, it's Xiaomi 13 Ultra that's more like a professional camera without much AI processing. On this phone, you won't see over-sharpening, you won't see too strong HDR, you won't see over-saturation. With this camera grip, sometimes I forget I'm using a phone rather than a camera. One thing is even better than the camera is that it's really convenient to use. Compared to other phones, the Xiaomi 13 Ultra is big and heavy, but compared to the camera, it must be small and light. You can pull it out of your pocket when you need to take a picture and put it in when you don't. It feels really good. There are 4 different focal lengths to use without changing lenses. The phone is also much less invasive, allowing for more natural photos without disturbing people's normal activities. Isn't this a street photographer's dream camera? I mean, a cell phone. When you are out, the camera won't always be with you, but the phone certainly will be. So this can be your second camera, and you won't miss any of those great moments around you. For a normal person like me, the unique color style of the Xiaomi 13 Ultra inspired me to take photos. This time in Pro mode, you can customize the tone. To make the style more ritual, I turned up the tone and the photo looks more like the feeling of an old camera shot. Even if it's just to record what you see on your travels, the photos look like they're full of stories. You don't have to be afraid of taking a bad photo. Even the most ordinary ones look good after Leica's processing. This is perhaps the charm of Leica. Just because I say the Xiaomi 13 Ultra looks like a professional camera, it doesn't mean it can be really praised one. The difference in their sensor area, aperture, and lens quality is still very large, so shooting at night can be very difficult. Often you can take a blurry picture with 13 Ultra. Do not get me wrong, even for professional cameras, taking pictures at night is actually not easy. If you learn to hold the phone in advance and wait for the right time to press the shutter, as long as you do not zoom in, then you are actually able to take some good photos. There are a few camera experiences that I feel Xiaomi hasn't done well enough. The Pro mode doesn't allow for continuous shooting, and the button to switch lenses with one hand is very far away. This made it very difficult to shoot on a rainy day when my other hand was holding an umbrella. Regardless of mode, when the 13 Ultra detects a human face, it will automatically increase exposure for you. I've not found a way to turn off this feature, which is really annoying to take pictures in crowded environments. I did find the 13 Ultra added an auto-address lens switch. Finally, you cannot automatically switch the lens. Good job. Another annoying thing is that sometimes it cannot remember your preferences. For example, HDR is always on, and the video recording always default to 1080p 30fps. Even if you have it changed to 4K, the next time you open the camera, it will still change back to 1080p. This time, the Xiaomi 13 Ultra has some special features, for example, variable aperture. To be honest, most of the time you don't need to change the aperture because there's not much difference between f1.9 and f4.0 on the phone. A small aperture will become a shortcoming at night, and the 13 Ultra's aperture auto switch is almost useless, so you can just use f1.9 for everyday use. There are only 2 situations where you can switch to f4.0, shooting food or text. A small aperture will allow you to see them overall, and excessive bokeh will make it difficult to see the detail behind. It's no shock that flagship phones nowadays shoot RAW, but the 13 Ultra uses multiple RAW photo stacks to bring out a new Ultra RAW mode. When you try to bring up the exposure in dark areas, you will find that Ultra RAW photos have much less color noise. The price is that the file size is twice as large. It is hard to believe that it's now possible to record a 4K 30fps 10-bit log video with a cell phone. This has improved the phone's ability to shoot video. However, only the main camera is currently supported, and you can shoot 60fps, and the video bitrate is a bit low. To shoot high bitrate and the 60fps video, you can choose to turn on the Dolby Vision switch, but it requires a very professional post-processing process. Non-professionals or do not take this option is better. In fact, the auto mode can also be very good for basic shooting jobs. The most impressive thing is that you can switch between 4 lenses during recording, seamless shooting at ultra long range and ultra wide angle. Finally, let's talk about the wireless camera grip, which is secured to the case by a fastener and still very solid. The case can be fitted with 67mm camera filter via an adapter ring, meaning you finally don't need to fit those junky plastic phone filters. The biggest benefit of this camera grip is that it makes the 13 Ultra more like a camera and operates just like a camera. A firmer grip allows you to capture photos faster. The battery is also very durable. I used it the whole day and it only consumed 1% of the power. But the zoom experience is very bad. It will be sluggish or no response once the operation is fast. In Pro mode, you also cannot switch lenses through the grip, only digital zoom within one lens. Plus, with a super high price, I do not recommend you to buy it now. I think $70 should be a price I can accept. The Xiaomi 13 Ultra is a phone truly built for photography, and its real competition would be smaller cameras like the Ricoh GR series. Xiaomi 13 Ultra has 4 fixed focus lenses, super fast autofocus, and excellent video recording, plus Leica's color science. Anyone considering a Ricoh might really want to consider this phone. After all, the price is about the same. The Xiaomi 13 Ultra would have to be my favorite camera of the year. Yep, camera. I'm Will from Gizmochina, and I'll see you next time.